and then we gotta stir it.
Science classrooms are overflowing with student investment at DCG Middle School.
Hands-on projects are always awesome, and experiments, that's like my favorite parts of science.
We're finding out how to grow life forms. When you see movies and stuff about people doing science, it looks so cool when they're and then now you get to actually dig in.
Fifth graders are digging into a brine shrimp enrichment project, bringing the ecosystem of Mono Lake in California to a classroom in Dallas Center, Iowa.
These shrimps, they're tiny little creatures, also known as the sea monkeys, and we're trying to see, they live in salt waters, and we're just trying to see what type of salinity levels they can live in.
0 and 2, the lower amount of salts, were actually the better amount of salts for growing, so it definitely just changed my whole perspective because I thought it had to live in salty, but it actually doesn't have to live in that salty.
There's one.
The brine shrimp project ties in perfectly to the science curriculum at DCG Middle School. Students are learning about ecosystem restoration and earth systems.
They actually get to see the eggs. They get to plan the experiment. They get to decide the salt level, how much water to add. And then throughout the week, they made observations to see if any of the brine shrimp eggs hatched.
And because of the salt excess that is in there, we've had false alarms seeing brine shrimp, but when they're like just first hatched, they look like just lighter versions of the eggs, so it's really hard to spot them.
And then they're like mostly everywhere.
Of course, trial and error is a part of every science experiment, and at DCG Middle School, it's about a 50% hatch rate.
I'm just like hoping that we can hatch them because I've seen other groups hatch them and I'm kind of jealous, not gonna lie. And I know that we've had some factors that's like made it so that we can hatch them or cannot hatch them, like eggs being too old, too much salt, but that's kind of the point of the experiment.
When I just see it in person, I'm like, okay, we are having animals and we're just making them live, and we're also learning while doing it.
But even if the eggs don't hatch, this unit is a huge success.
I know a little bit about brine shrimp, but now I know like their whole life forms, how they grow, because I'm growing them, what their eggs look like, their size. It's just so much learning. It's fun.